Now to Kern's homeless crisis. On October 9th, the mission at Kern County will host a 24-hour conversation as part of the national movement that sparks transformative conversation about homelessness, addiction, food insecurities, and related challenges. And joining me this afternoon is Carlos Baldovinos, the Executive Director of the Mission of Kern County. And boy, he is kind of getting ready to sleep tonight because you're not going to get much sleep starting tomorrow at noon.
That's right. So my staff brought this up to me about 6 months ago about doing a 24-hour event that would be encompassing World Homelessness Day, which happens to be on October 10th. And the whole idea is to bring awareness to homelessness and to addictions and mental health, the things that we often see in our community, right, that are really a lot of times a nuisance to people. But 24 hours, Kevin. I've been prepping for it this week, right? Like, okay, this is real, and how's this going to work? And do I have this? And it's about being uncomfortable too.
Right. What are you hoping for to achieve in all of this?
You know, I'm hoping to have some real conversations with people, whether you're a city leader, a business leader, a person that's in one of our facilities, shelter, or programs, or a former graduate, or a business owner that may stop in and just have a conversation on what is really happening with the state of homelessness nationally, but also what's happening in the state of homelessness in our community. Because often we see a lot of, talking points that people are saying, whether it's, through some data piece that's gone out there, or politicians saying one thing. What is really going on? What is really happening at the ground level? And
what can we do, I think is another part of the conversation, what can we do to help the homelessness crisis? So many people will come down on the homeless folks in our community. They need to get a job. And, this is something I've heard in the past. I was like, how do you expect these people to get a job when they have no clothes, when they don't have a way to shower or groom? They're going to go into a job interview. We need to have those resources. And I think that's also a conversation, because how are we supposed to get these people back on their feet if we don't give them the resources they need to get on their feet, right?
I mean, you have to give people opportunity.
Yeah.
Whether it's job training, whether if it's somebody that's dealing with a recovery element, through addictions or mental health, we have to stabilize these individuals. But the beauty of it all, Kevin, is when I talk to people, I think people are understanding, the ones that really want to really look at the problem, it's not a one size fits all approach. When you're working with individuals, because we're very complex as individuals, as humans. We're complex, and we all have our different issues. Some obviously are out there on the streets that are very visible in our community.
Right, and some people, I've talked to some homeless in the community, they choose that life, they want that life. Others really want to get back on their feet, and that's why you guys have such a great resource over there. So when does this all start?
It starts tomorrow at 12 noon, right there on Mission property. I'll be sitting on a bench.
I'll be out there with you, because I'm going to come and talk to you and see how we're going to kick this off.
I love it. And it ends on Friday, October 10th
at
12 noon.
And guess what? I'll be out there at 5 a.m. on Friday morning with Carlos to see how the conversations have been, because that's the key in all of this, is all walks of life coming to ask you questions about the homeless crisis.
That's right.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. I hope you get enough sleep tonight as you kick this off tomorrow, and coming out there tomorrow at noon, we'll be able to check your journey, and then again on Friday morning. But I hope really out of all this, people get those answers, those questions answered.
And also too, I want people to understand, to think outside of what they may have a perception of, and have an understanding and become aware.
Yes, for sure. All right, well, we'll check in with Carlos tomorrow at noon and get more perspective on this. We'll be right back.